Hey folks, welcome back to Honey Money SG, and this time is the month of June, which means we are up to another Endowus Portfolio update. Now, 2 months ago, I talked about my Endowus being not performing well because of market conditions, interest rate hikes, and all that yada yada stuff. But 2 months later, I don't think the conditions have turned positive yet. In fact, for April and May, I think we suffered one of the worst corrections, or even some call it the market crash, because the S&P 500 index actually went briefly into the bear market territory. And I don't think the Fed is actually stopping the rate hikes anytime soon. And so far, the Russian and Ukraine war is still a going thing right now, even in June. I think they have fought for like 4 months for now, but there's no conclusion yet. And if you've checked out my previous video on recent news and events, I think we have a brand new disease that's spreading internationally right now, and that is the monkeypox. And of course, how can we forget our most popular CEO of the world, Elon Musk, making headlines day after day. Firstly, starting off with the Twitter deal, then in most recent case, the work from home news, asking all his Tesla employees to return to office. So we do have a lot of events and situations that are flipping like roti prata right now, flipping left and right, and everyone's positions is going left and right, up and down, including my Endowus portfolios. In fact, I don't think it should come as a surprise, so I'm going to give you an update of how my Endowus portfolio has performed so far as of June 2022. Let's go. Alright folks, welcome to my Endowus dashboard. I have really bad news. You can see that my Endowus portfolios are now underwater in the red. Okay, that means that from whatever I have started investing in Endowus, now is negative. Previously, I still have like few $100s of gain, right, in my previous April update, and now it has moved to a loss of $28. Okay, that is very bad, very bad. Market is very bearish. But let's move on to my detailed portfolio, where you can see what are the detailed losses. So in my CPF portfolio, where I invest in S&P 500, my investment value is 21,000 Singapore dollars. My unrealized loss is now $791, which represents a 3.6% negative return. Okay, I think that is really sad. I mean, I started investing in CPF since last year in April, and it rode up the trend following the bull market in 2021, and now it has just fallen to negative. So it means that it has erased all my gains for the entire 2021, which is sad, but I guess that's part of life. And let's take a look at the detailed performance of the overall portfolio. Over here, you can see that despite my dollar cost average efforts investing since late December 2020 and following through my DCA trend, I'm still in the negative. So that means that the market has really corrected seriously, or even crashed for some people. And if we look at my all-time returns, it's finally in the negative zone. And we usually look at the time-weighted return. For the YTD, I have lost like 10% since the start of the year. Well, at least for the past month, it has been a small positive return of 2.6%. I mean, previously it has dropped to even further lows, right, since the S&P 500 went into the bear market territory. And at the past 6 months, it has been negative 9.6%. And if we look at the 1 year period, my return was really slight negative. So I could have been in a better place not investing my CPF at all, because that could give me 2.5%. But since I already put in hours, there's no really going back. I'm just going to keep dollar cost average. And if you're interested in what I invest for my CPF, I invest in this fund called the S&P 500 Lion Global Infinity US 500 Stock Index Fund. This has a fund level fee of 0.63% with a rebate of 0.28% given by Endowus. So the fund level fees after rebates is 0.36%. Coupled with Endowus excess fee of 0.3% for FundSmart, it will come up to a total expense ratio of 0.66%. So for any questions asking what to invest with CPF, this is what I do. I'm not telling you you should do the same, because that is financial advice and not allowed. But I can tell you what I'm doing. Whether you want to follow or not is really up to your own discretion. Now, having talked about the CPF, let's move on to the SRS investments. In fact, I haven't touched my SRS since the start of the year, because I did have an alternative investment plan using my SRS, which is in another video, investing in the S&P 500 using Poem's Cash Plus. But I left my SRS portfolio untouched because I just want to see where this portfolio would go. And so far it is still negative at negative $878 with a percentage loss of 6.27%. If you're interested in what I invested with my SRS, this is the fund name. It's called Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund, and the fund level fee is quite cheap, 0.26%, and therefore there are no rebates on this. If you add in the Endowus excess fee of 0.3%, it will be 0.56%. So you can see from my Endowus portfolio build up is majority S&P 500 because it occupies 2%. While for the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund that focus on developed markets equities, then that is only a 38% because I did not add in any further funds since the start of the year. But if we look at the equity holdings, they do have a lot of similarities because of the large tech holdings within S&P 500 and the World Index. Okay, my biggest holding is Apple at 5.6%, followed by Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, and Tesla. And of course, if you look at my portfolio, which is mainly S&P 500, you would have guessed that it's majority US companies. In fact, more than 86% of it is in US and the rest are in developed countries. Also, previously I did talk about investing $2,000 per month into Endowus because I did have a higher CPF OA contribution. But I changed that strategy because I do want to allocate $1,000 to Money Hour monthly. So it's like separate into Money Hour $1,000 and Endowus $1,000 per month for my CPF OA. And I just want to highlight to you guys this referral rewards because I think there is an upsized referral rewards. Usual referral reward, I think you will get $20 excess fee credit if I refer you and you use my unique referral link to sign up. But I think right now, Endowus is offering additional $30 worth of Grab reward points plus the $20 fee waiver that you should get normally. So I think the total value right now is $50 for each referral, and the deadline for this is actually till 20th of June 2022. So you only have less than 1 week to take action. The terms and conditions is very simple. Just use my link to sign up for an Endowus account and then fund your investment account of minimum $1,000 by 20th June 2022. So the funds need to reach your account by 20th June, not after that. Then you can get your $20 fee waiver plus $30 worth of Grab reward points. So yes, this is my very transparent Endowus portfolio sharing, and I hope that it has helped you, whether in a good way or in a bad way that you want to laugh at me. That's fine because I'm still going to continue my dollar cost average strategy. I'm not going to care about market timing because I'm really bad in it, and I'm just going to continue my investing strategy. With that, if you think that this has helped, help me comment a thank you at the bottom of the comment page. I'll greatly appreciate it, and let's get back to the video. Alright folks, so you can see that my Endowus portfolio has finally gone negative, which means all my previous returns and gains are all wiped out. In fact, because 2021 was such a bullish year, everybody thought the bull would continue to 2022. But history has proven us wrong and the markets have always humbled us. So I think it's always important to embrace humility and of course be humble against the markets because you can never time the market. I mean, you can either be the lump sum investor that waits for a significant market crash before putting in your funds, or you can be like me, dollar cost average every month because it takes the emotional factor out of it and it's more of like an automatic process, so I don't have to fiddle too much with the manual processes. So if you do want to sign up for Endowus, remember to use my referral link down below because they are running a limited time promotion until 20th June. And if you want to check out my previous Endowus portfolio performance, then watch this video right here because it will show you what happened in April and how did my portfolio do back then. With that, thank you for watching. My name is Christopher. This is Honey Money SG, steering young adults to financial independence.